All right, we should be going live. I don't know why I have two heads, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta smile and wave and realize it's almost 2 in the morning. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get a talking. Just gotta make sure we are live on the Facebook, and we'll be good to go. All right, looks like we're live on the Facebook too. So, good morning. I'm David Reimer with the Texas Storm Chasers. It is Sunday, the 11th of July, 2021, 1:40 a.m. Central Daylight Time. I realize for some reason the video is showing me with pixelated two heads, but you know what? As long as the audio works, that's okie dokie. Because who doesn't want Baldy in Chief at 2 in the morning? We've got a line of thunderstorms currently moving south of the Red River from Oklahoma. These storms have generally been weakening over the last 2 hours, but a couple of them are still producing damaging straight-line winds over 60 miles per hour, generally moving to the south at about 30 to 40 miles per hour. We'll go ahead and take a look at a couple of these line segments. Let me switch on the weather radar. Give me just a moment, please. We'll go ahead and zoom on into northwest Texas. You can see a line of strong storms, locally severe, currently roughly along Highway 287 from near Quanah to Vernon over Electra right now, with damaging straight-line winds over 60 miles per hour possible. Coming on into Wichita Falls, it's raining in town right now. Same with Henrietta, then extending east along Highway 82, quite conveniently in our case. That's going to be from near Ringgold to Nocona to St. Joe to Munster to Gainesville, just northwest of Sherman, rolling on into Denison right now. There is only one segment of these storms that are currently severe, and that's going to be the segment in Electra, capable of producing damaging straight-line winds over 60 miles per hour. In fact, the weather radar is showing a very enhanced area of damaging straight-line winds now southeast of Electra by several miles on Highway 25, capable of producing damaging straight-line winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. So that's definitely a nasty way to get woken up. Those strong winds could be moving towards Holiday and down Highway 277 to areas northeast of Seymour. So if you by chance are making a early morning drive, if you're a commercial vehicle driver, heads up the stretch of highway between Holiday, just southwest of Wichita Falls, and just northeast of Seymour on 277, the potential for a strong north wind up to 70 miles per hour will arrive on 277 by 2:15 this morning. Otherwise, the rest of the squall line has the potential of producing a quick round of heavy rain, half-inch to 1 inch of rain, the potential for straight-line winds up to 50 miles per hour. The only segment of storms capable of producing damaging straight-line winds of 60 to 70 miles per hour is the storm segment near Electra. As we move further east, you could see storms dropping heavy rain, maybe some very small hail, and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour on Highway 82 from near Henrietta to Ringgold to Nocona to St. Joe to Munster, Gainesville, Whitesboro, just north of Sherman, coming up on 82 and 75 in Sherman right now, to Denison. Again, these storms are producing a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning. Strong winds up to 40 miles an hour, maybe 50 miles per hour, well before any rain begins, and a quick bout of heavy rain that could drop a quick inch or two of rain, brief flooding. You see this little line showing up south of the squall line by several miles. This is going to be your outflow boundary, or your gusty winds ahead of the line of storms. And these storms are moving south at about 30 to 40 miles an hour. They are slowly weakening, but it will likely result in some loud weather in portions of the northern DFW Metroplex by 2:30 this morning. Potential for some strong winds, heavy rain, very small hail, and a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning in portions of Jack, Wise, Denton, Collin, and Hunt counties over the next hour. These storms could even make it into the core of the Metroplex, Palo Pinto, Parker, Tarrant, Dallas, Rockwall, Hunt, Kaufman counties by 3:30 or so as they continue to slowly weaken. We do not expect widespread damaging straight-line winds this morning, like the kind we're seeing out towards Holiday, south of Electra right now in northwest Texas. But again, these storms are producing gusty north winds, a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning, maybe some small hail, in addition to very heavy rainfall. It's July, so it's also the middle of the night, so I'm sure this will wake up plenty of folks as it moves on south over the next 1 to 2 hours. We do not expect tornadoes, we do not expect damaging hail, and the threat for damaging straight line winds over 60 miles an hour remains quite localized and is generally on the decrease this morning. We could see another round of thunderstorms this afternoon in portions of North Texas, Central Texas, and East Texas this afternoon into the early evening hours today, being Sunday, and those could have some hail, some damaging straight line winds, in addition to localized heavy rain and cloud-to-ground lightning. So we'll keep an eye on things this morning, but again, these are mostly your typical late-night thunderstorms that are not producing tornadoes, not producing big hail, not producing damaging winds. They are producing a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning, some heavy rainfall, maybe some small hail, and some gusty winds. So we'll keep an eye on things this morning, but we do not expect any significant severe weather problems, at least on a widespread scale. So you can keep an eye on the storms with our interactive weather radar on our website or in our free mobile app, texasstormchasers.com/radar. And of course, we'll be here to keep an eye on things as well. I know it's not fun getting woken up in the middle of the night by a rowdy thunderstorm, even if it's just one of your typical summertime storms that tends to try and shake the house apart. So we'll keep an eye on things this morning. Thanks for tuning in early this morning. We'll be back if necessary. Otherwise, I'm David Reimer with the Texas Storm Chasers. And for the record, I have no idea why my video's pixelated and split in between two screens, but you've had enough of Baldy in Chief this spring, this